This is the introduction for Pythagoras theorem. So there's the purpose of the Pythagoras theorem is for you to calculate length, but this is only applicable in a right angle triangle. So do take note, it's only applicable in a right angle triangle. So in a right angle triangle, we got three sides. So the formula will involve the three sides and it will help you to calculate any of the missing length. So we got to identify the feature in a right angle triangle first. So first of all, there must be a right angle triangle. So the right angle triangle usually will be told to you. And when you should look for the 90 degree, and the length that is opposite 90 degree is called the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse is the longest length in the triangle. So in this case, right, we are going to use the notation alphabet C. So it is a must that you let the hypotenuse be C. So later on we go to trigo, hypotenuse will become H, but it is the same thing. It is the length that's always opposite the 90 degree. So whereas for the other two lengths, is up to you, what you would like to assign. Would you want to assign as A, or would you want to assign this as B? So it doesn't matter where is your A and B. Your A and B has to be the other two lengths, not the longest length. C has to be the longest length. So from here, the formula will just be A squared plus B squared equal to C squared. So because of the 90 degree, because it's a 90 degree triangle, this rule is formulated. So this rule is formulated for you to find the length of any missing length in a right angle triangle. So this part here is the hypotenuse. So if you don't set up this part correctly, your whole Pythagoras theorem formula is wrong. So your length will be calculated wrongly. Okay, so this one, I repeat first. So because of the 90 degree, we are able to use this formula. Okay, so the condition is it must be a 90 degree, then you can use the formula. So later on, we'll be using this to prove 90 degree. So we are going to be using this to prove 90 degree. So when we are doing this in the other way around, we're going to mention it like the converse of Pythagoras theorem. So when we use the opposite to prove right angle triangle, we are using what we'll call the converse. So in a way, it means the opposite. Okay, so there is a two direction idea in the theorem. So if it's a 90 degree, I can use the formula. But if I would like to prove 90 degree, I use the formula backwards to prove the 90 degree. So anyway, we're going to focus on the calculation first. So always identify the longest length. Okay, so for example, 1A, look for the 90 degree. So this is the C. So up to you, which one you would like to label as A and B. So you will just use our Pythagoras theorem. If your teacher insists that you got to be writing the statement, then you just use say something like using Pythagoras theorem in triangle. So you can just say using Pythagoras theorem. So it will be 3 squared plus 4 squared. So sometimes you might want to write your formula out. So for a start, maybe you would like to write the formula out and put in your A, put in your B, and put in your C. Okay, so that one is just a generic formula. So you got to replace the alphabet A, B, C accordingly. So from here, x squared is equal to 9 plus 16. X squared is equal to 25. So you should square root. You should get two answers upon square root. But length being positive, you got to reject. So length couldn't be negative. So in that case, you reject the negative length. Okay, so because of the square root, it's not every time you're going to get very nice answer. So for example, in the next question, the 90 degrees here. So this will be your longest length hypotenuse. So which one are you going to label your ABC? So label your ABC. So if you need to, you write the formula for a start. But every A, B, and C will be different. So later on, please, okay, replace the formula. This is 3.5. This is the X. This is the 8.6. So there's quite a number of ways of doing it. You might want to punch calculator first. So you can punch calculator first, then move over the numbers. So again, when you take a square root, you should have two answers, the positive answers and the negative answers. So you're not going to get a nice number in this situation. So you give the answer as a 3SF. So remember to reject the negative number. So that is how a basic Pythagoras theorem question is like. So sometimes we will have questions that have more than two right angle triangle connected. So we'll be looking at it in the subsequent example.